everybody? Welcome back to my channel. You already know, time to hit the gym. Movie time with the fam. They came down. You guys see them right there. Gonna watch Black Phone 2. Crazy theater. First time seeing a movie in Eugene, Fall Springfield. Check it out. Cinemark. You already know, Dodgers play today. Game 1 of the World Series at Toronto. That'd be my Valenzuela jersey. This one I got for free. All the fans got this jersey for free. You know, they give out jerseys sometimes, bobbleheads, all that. Pretty nice jersey. They're wearing this color today. The gray uniforms because they're away. Go Dodgers. We are at the homecoming event.
Thank you so much for coming to the University of Oregon homecoming.
Rainy day.
We'll see you tomorrow as we beat Wisconsin. And as always, go Ducks.
I see the Bears. Bam, here we are. On to the campus stores. Checking in.
Alright, so now for the main event, the Pioneer Cemetery. This might be probably the most scary thing that we'll see on our tour because there are lots of actual dead people inside. It's not just not just a thing. And the university originally bought this land for $100 in gold back in the day. And they wanted to turn it into some dorms and a parking lot, but they eventually decided to keep the cemetery. And over the years, as more and more students came to the UL, it's gotten lots and lots of more scary stories. And there's a ton that you can probably find online. There's a lot that we even heard, and I just picked my 2 favorites to tell you guys. So the first one is about this woman. She is a ghost who is said to haunt the cemetery. She stands 8 feet tall, wearing white lacy robes, long black hair, and she carries her head in her hands by her waist. So she is beheaded, and she is said to hate men. She does not like men. She especially does not like men with long hair. So sometimes, especially in the 70s, when groups of men would walk through the cemetery, they would often be insulted. She would hurl little jabs at them, and yes, she did like to insult men that came into her territory, which is the cemetery. So yeah, she's kind of a queen, but my favorite story is about the bagpipes man. He also is said to have haunted the cemetery. And right over there, that big brick square is the dance building. So one night, a dance major was working late in the building in the studio, trying to learn this routine that she had to learn for her class. And it was already really dark. The building was almost deserted. So she decided it was time for her to go home. So she descended the stairs and walked out those doors that look onto this field. And as soon as she stepped outside, she noticed that the field was entirely covered in a chilled mist. She couldn't see even the other side of the field from her. The furthest she could see was just these trees peeking out of the thick fog. And immediately, all the hairs on the back of her neck stood up. She knew something was seriously wrong. She was terrified. She did not know what to do. She felt frozen, solid, petrified. She was just looking around, utterly just shocked, as anyone would be if their entire field of vision was just a cold fog. Like, that's a pretty unusual weather circumstance. And so, as she was just trying to figure out, to reorient herself, she heard this faint bagpipes somber song playing. It sounded like it was really far in the distance, and she was pretty confused because we are in Eugene, Oregon, not Scotland, so she didn't know where the heck that could be coming from. And it just sounded like this very off-pitch, really sad bagpipe song coming from somewhere very far away. And she brushed it off and she was like, okay, I need to get home. This is really freaky, but I just need to get home. And so she started walking across the field, and she didn't even get 2 steps before the loud bagpipe sounded like it was charging towards her. It sounded like it was getting closer and closer and closer and louder and louder and louder, until the point where it sounded like she was standing at the front of a concert with all of these speakers playing the noise at her. But she still couldn't see the source of the noise. She was looking all around her, behind her, all across the field, and she couldn't see anything that could be making this super loud sound. And so eventually she turned around to look where she could run away, and then she saw this super tall figure standing right by these trees. He had a hood on, he was wearing a traditional kilt and other bagpipes getup, and he had a very long white and silver beard. And immediately she was like, okay, what's going on? This man is like 7 foot tall, he's just being really creepy. So she looked around near those pillars and that archway to see, like, okay, I'm gonna make my break over there. And she looked back, and he immediately started charging towards her as fast as he could, and the bagpipes were just still getting louder and louder and louder. It was so persistent. And then she was like, okay, I'm leaving, and she turned around one more time, looked back to make sure that he wasn't still gaining on her, and he was just gone. The bagpipes cut, she saw nothing, and she was just looking around the field, obviously very terrified. She was shaking. She was looking around trying to figure out what was going on, and she was like, okay, he's gone, I'm just gonna go. So she turned around and face to face with the bagpipes man, and the noise started blaring again, super loud bagpipe songs, and she closed her eyes and she screamed as loud as she could, and when she opened her eyes, he was gone once more. And she did not want to stick around to find out what would happen after that. She immediately ran through those pillars, and she went back to her dorm, and she vowed that she was never going to work late in the dance studio ever again. She always left before nightfall. Alright, so sorry that was a bit of a long one, but it was my favorite one to record, and we'll keep going. Like what it is right now, like nighttime. Alright, and who here has seen Harry Potter? Raise your hand. Alright, do we like Harry Potter? Okay, raise your hand if you are in Slytherin.
Slytherin.
1. Hey, raise your hand if you're in Gryffindor. Okay, lots of us. Raise your hand if you're in Hufflepuff. And what about Ravenclaw? Okay, so a good variety. So if y'all have heard of Harry Potter, then you have probably heard of Moaning Myrtle. And it is said that UO has our very own Moaning Myrtle, and she lives on the bottom floor women's restroom. So one night there was a young woman studying late in the library. It was finals week. She was in there about 1 a.m. and she felt like she really wanted to stretch her legs. So she decided to just get up and go to the bathroom. And she opened the door to the bathroom, and immediately things felt really off. It was deserted, it was chilly, and something just felt wrong. But so she decided to just like go in. She looked at the stalls and noticed one of them was closed, but she didn't see any feet under the stall. So it seemed like no one was in there, so she just thought it's probably someone who just played a prank, went in the store, locked it, crawled underneath for the janitor to go and fix later. So she went to the stall next door, and as soon as she closed her door, she heard sniffling and shallow breathing from the stall next to her that had been closed. So it sounded like a girl crying. So she said, hey, is everything okay in there? And she got no answer back, but the sniffling continued. And so she decided to open her door, and like she knocked on the door, and she was like, are you okay in there? Because she was pretty concerned because it's really late in the library and she didn't want a girl to be sad in there. And she got another no response, and then she was starting to be a little bit confused because she still couldn't see any feet. And suddenly the door swung open with a gust of wind to reveal nothing inside at all. And so she was like, okay, that's really weird, I'm just gonna go. So she went to the sink to wash her hands, and she looked up at her reflection in the mirror, and behind her she saw a ghostly figure of a young girl with a wet gown on with wet hair, and she was crying. So she whipped around, she turned around to see the girl who was behind her, and there was no one there. So she left, and yeah, that's the story of our own Moaning Myrtle. And lastly, I will add on here, it's not a super fun story, but there have been lots of UFO sightings here in Eugene, including one of the most prominent and widely seen at Fern Ridge Lake. So really cool hiking spot to go visit if y'all are in town tomorrow and you want to see a UFO. So, alright, we'll head out this way.
Ain't looking too good, guys. Look at the score. Should have went to the basketball game. Had a basketball game on. Not the regular season, but yeah.
tough.
My brother's here sad.
No, we're all sad right here. Damn, that might be GG's. It's all your fault.
My sister.
Till tomorrow.
You guys see it. Gonna be ripping my Orchid Ducks jersey today. My favorite in my collection. Wearing my shoes. What the Ducks. I know I said I was gonna go to the game today with my fam, but we're gonna go to the USC game instead. So for today, we're gonna be going to either BJ's, Wild Duck Cafe, or another spot. Eat, watch the game, watch the Dodgers game too, because the Dodger game is on at 5. So yeah, go Ducks, go Dodgers. Gotta get the stub. Right there. Got the game right there.
Huh?
Pretty good pizza. Maybe these are the spots to go. A bit cookie after for dessert. A lot of good food here. My favorite restaurants. Looking at the games. Not looking so good right now. Offense playing pretty bad. Defense doing alright. Yeah. Lock in. Alright guys, the Dodger game is about to start. Guys, see on that TV. The Ducks still 0-0. Second quarter. The offense is terrible right now. Probably get it together. Yeah, Dodgers. TVs are right there. So don't gotta turn our heads. Nothing like that. Pretty good view. Let's see the batting order. The usual batting order. Yamamoto's pitching. Blue Jays pitcher, you got Osman, you heard of him. We gotta get this win though. Both the Ducks and the Dodgers. Gotta tie up the series. Ducks, they need this. Wisconsin's unranked. Gotta get it together. No, it's a must to always get a Bazooki. But you can't eat this by yourself unless you get a mini. But this is the regular one. Sharing it with my brother. This is the holiday one. That's vanilla ice cream. It just looks orange. Got the Oreo cookies on it. Triple chocolate. But this is fire right here. It's a must. A Bazooki. Every time you go to BJ's, gotta have one. And they always do specials like on holidays and stuff. Fire. Big. It's game. Flag. See what that is. 21-7. Honestly, we should have scored more points. The offense wasn't too impressive. I don't know if this is going to drop us or whatever. But as long as we win, that's fine, I guess. This game is about to be over. Top of the ninth. Nike store. Grateful. Dead. Guys, these are the jerseys in. These are pretty dope. Or got hurt. If you probably would have not injured, probably could have scored more points, but who knows? It's looking pretty bad with him. Good win. Gotta be better though.
Ducks. One more out. The series is tied. Yamamoto is balling right now. He's fired. Right there.
P-I-M-P-I-N-T.
Another one. And more.
Game time. Oh,
Then they put it on auction. There's all your fans in there too.
series. Over.
This game. Series tied 1-1. Heading back to LA.
Sweet coming out.
Let's go. Go Dodgers. Let's go Ducks. Both got the dubs.